Good morning, everybody. This is Monday, so they got everything moved over this weekend. Beans, they got dry last night, but then we had another heavy dew, and they weren't technically all the way dry, but they were kind of on that borderline. We got a little bit of corn down the road, plus we got some more over on the edge of the blacktop over there. We're gonna switch over to corn today. I'm getting the combine filled up. It's a 330-gallon tank on these 780s. Of course, it was only half full, so about 150 gallon going into it. Anyway, we gotta get this switched over to corn. And to do that, you got this gear right here, this handle, which is your rotor, and it's in second gear right now. Well, corn, you want it to go slow, so you gotta push that all the way over till it gets to number one, and just like that, it's over there and one. So that puts it in low speed. Start the shield. You come back here to your chopper, unclip that, and it basically gives you the direction. So all the way in is for corn, all the way out is for beans or wheat. I'm assuming all small grains. So anyways, it's out right now for beans. You want to push all of that in there, and it's I'm gonna close this back up here. Then you come down here. This is where your knives are. So beans, you want to trash up those stems. That way it's all fine like that. So they actually have knives on here. It's pretty simple attachment. And you come back here to your, they call it a flapper, if you will. Basically literally like a door that pushes it one direction. Yeah, on these combines. So to get your rotor going faster, or your drum, your feed accelerator, get your feed accelerator going faster. Your slow and high pitch is up there, but they actually recommend now to keep it always in slow, so you don't have to switch between corn and beans. And now all that is a belt up there. But of course, if you get into green stem beans, then you're gonna have to sit there and switch it. But everything's been so dry this year, we haven't touched it. So that's how you switch the combine over.
So we're feeding cows today. Trying to get hay out. They're pretty hungry. Only about 4 spots, but a lot of them are picking, so it ain't terrible. But they're kind of mad because they didn't get no pellets, and they're excited because they got pellets. But they got hay, and so do they. But they ain't really eating their hay bale very fast, so they're not too hungry yet. They like their pellets though. But we tried to cut beans yesterday. They were 16, too wet. So we switching to corn today. They're switching over right now, moving down the road where we're at. There's a cornfield just down the gravel road, so we're gonna go knock out some corn acres. Probably switch back to beans. I don't know. The sun's really gonna wind, and the sun's definitely got to play a factor in that to dry them down. But probably get back to it, I'd say, tomorrow on beans, if not this afternoon. But we just got done with chores, so we're gonna head to the combine, see what we can get done today, and guess we'll see you in there. Well, we made it. Got all of our stuff sitting on the ground. Jake's in front of me with the combine I'm running. He's moving her down the road for me. Just gonna follow him to the field, which is just up here. Got Ed in the cart, looks like. So we'll Ed's back in the cart. So got the whole crew in, I think, today. I think Chuck Steve's coming in. Not sure if Jeffrey's still hauling out of our bin or not, but he might be running a truck today too, maybe. So That didn't happen. We took a load at the elevator, about 17%. So we're gonna fill up the semi, and we're gonna decide on what we're gonna do next. Looking like either an auger or we might just, I don't know. We'll see. But got a letter coming, although I'm coming out. I'm full. So Jake's gonna put one more hopper on him, fill him up. And we're gonna see what else we can come up with.
Well, we're still going out here on this farm. Yeah, I'm filling up pretty good, but you can tell it tank's pretty clean. And we've been working on our settings quite a bit. We took out the Tommy 780s. You can order it with a pre-cleaner, which is essentially just another shelf that's in the combine that the corn or soybeans has to run through. They say it's supposed to help. I'm sure in some cases it probably does, but in ours it really hasn't been helping out at all. So we took that out and we've been having pretty good luck with it. I think our tanks are a little bit cleaner. I'm not saying they're a ton cleaner, but they're a little bit cleaner. So we're still going along today. I think we got, I don't know how many loads we got done so far. We had to move it, get fields again from where we was this morning. That corn was running a little wet to be taken to the elevator. So we had to switch fields. And so we came down here to this one. This one's a 111-day corn. The one we were at was like 114, I believe. So we came down here and we got a little over half of it done. There's 125 acres, I think. Excuse me. Good old Matt, he's still going. I'm full. I'm full. Look at him go. We've been checking our settings quite a bit. In every field we try to get out. Most of the time it's when we gotta go take a pee break, but whenever we start a field, we'll go for a little bit and then we'll get out and make sure that our combines are doing what they're supposed to do, which is essentially get all the corn off the cob, the kernels off the cob. And yeah, you don't want to be throwing any corn out the back of the combine, because that's a lot of, that adds up to a lot. But I think they say four kernels of corn is and kernels is like that. Kernels. 4 of those in a square foot is 1 bushel to the acre loss. So we like to make sure we don't have hardly anything, which we only found, I think I found one kernel, maybe a half of one, but I have noticed on this variety I've been picking up a lot more sticks, which those are just coming off the top of the stalk. There's a big stem on the top that holds all the leaves. That's where all those are coming from. That's where it's been at so far. Let's get out here and see what kind of job he's doing. Inroads are a little hard to make sure you're doing a perfect job, just because it's uneven flow because you have so many point rows. But we'll check it out. I'll be honest. So I'll just kind of guess a square foot. It's probably more than a square foot. As there you can see, there's 1 kernel. There's a half a kernel right there. Nothing else. So he's doing a pretty darn good job. You know, years like this, not even just a year like this, but any kind of year, it's very critical to get as much as you possibly can, because any more inputs are getting so high that you need every little bit you can sell. And we finally got some markets that are coming back up a little bit, it looks like. I know soybeans were up a little bit today. I think corn's up a little bit too. You can see, they're not big ears. That's a decent ear. They're not super big ears, but I planted pretty good population out here. out in the centers, we've been doing a lot of variable rate, which is essentially taking whatever product you're using, because you can do variable rate on fertilizer, anhydrous, which is just another type of fertilizer, seeding rates. So essentially, basically, you'll just take, in this case, I planted less corn on the in-rows, that's just because trees, for instance, suck down all the moisture out of the corn or soybeans, whatever's on the edge. So I plant more seed out in the middle of the fields to where we know that they have better potential. So you kind of save a little bit of money on the in-rows, but it's more about just being productive and efficient with the seed that you have. And we've been doing this, is our second year doing this, I believe, and our yields have actually been better, which that could play a big factor in anything. But we have so many different things going on for us that it's hard to single out which one was the best one, but they all have been working together, so we're just going to keep going forward with it. That's about it. We got probably 5 acres left back here, I think, and then we got we got like 30 more up there, other side of that hill. But Jeffrey's got to head home. He's got something to do with his family, and then Dad has a board meeting, so we're about to be down 2 truck drivers, and I'm not going to make one truck driver try to keep up, so we'll be shutting down probably in the next hour, I believe. But it ain't taking long. You got Matt, he's walking back to his combine, he's checking how he's doing. And we got Eddie coming across the field. It's been a pretty good day. Kind of slow, but you know, slow days usually mean better corn. I don't know. He's coming. We'll get ready. But yeah, stay tuned. I'll give you guys an update in probably another hour.
So we moved to another farm. We've been chilling almost all day. I think we're about 100 acres. About to want to go. Little Edo. He'll get under there. He needs a little bit more. And he's going to be full. So, the corn we were at was 17%. This corn here is running about 14, roughly. Around 14.2. So we're hauling it to the elevator, so it has to be below 15. So what they like anyway. So we've been chilling since noon. We've got everything moved over here and tested it out. So we're running, but we ain't running very long. The elevator closed at 7 or 6 or something. So they're closed.
Go ahead and go unload it.
Yeah, you can go ahead and unload it. They closed, so we can't take any more there. We ain't got an auger up on the bin, so we can't haul to the house.
I think you can probably come back and jump on this side.
But we're gonna keep going, get this what we can knocked out. I don't know what Jake's doing. He's like working down on it. I think it's moderate working, so we'll jump over there and see what we can get done over there.
And we're still going. It's about 6:30. And it's over there. We just gotta fill the cart up. Watch her come in. Don't mind the floor. I pick all my trash up at the end of the day. Take it home. I might adjust some settings here in a little bit. It's looking a little rough. I'd like to get some of that stem out. Okay, go. Like a dust cloud over there. Those of you that don't know, we're running 2 612s, or no, these are 712s. 712C. The C stands for corn head. 12 stands for 12 rows. To have many we're taking at a time. And the 7 stands for the series, I believe. It's a 7 series corn head. See, we're filling up quick. is my grain tank. This is how much I can hold. Just want to say thank you all for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I know we're actually starting to really enjoy making it for you guys. At the beginning we didn't know what we were doing, but we still don't, but at least now it's pretty enjoyable. If you guys have any comments, we'd love to hear back from you. We're in northeast Missouri. We got about 6,000 acres, 400 head of cattle. And we will be attending to them very shortly after harvest season. They'll start to calve. Aside from that, yeah, just holler out to us. We'd love to hear back from you guys. It's pretty interesting to hear from everybody. And yeah, keep staying in tune, and we'll keep producing the videos. Thank you all so much.